Well, a little-known political outfit claiming to be a magazine has turned out to be one of this election's top 10 spenders on Facebook and Instagram. ABC News Verifi's Jonathan Hare joins me for more now on this story. So, Jonathan, who are they and how much have they spent?
So this is a small political outfit which is known as Hothouse Magazine, and it describes itself as an arts, entertainment and news platform. But since February 4, which is a few weeks before the election was called, it has spent more than $400,000 on meta ads. So they're ads that run on Facebook and Instagram. And scrolling through their ad library, for example, you can see that there are about more than 1,700 separate ads that have run in places across the country. There you're seeing the meta ad library, and what you'll notice when you look at that is that many of the ads attack Peter Dutton, including comparing the opposition leader to the US President Donald Trump, and some of their core flutes that they've started to put out on the hustings also depict Mr. Dutton in a kind of face merge situation with Donald Trump as well. So they've merged the two leaders' faces together. But what's interesting is that this group also attacks, as part of their meta advertising, Liberal candidates running in a handful of seats which are being contested by Teal candidates. So they're independent candidates which receive some of their financial backing from the Climate 200 group. But what you'll notice about Hothouse is that they're also putting up billboards, core flutes in some seats. They're putting letterbox handouts in people's letterboxes, encouraging them to turn away from the major parties, essentially. And some of this other advertising also encourages, as they're talking about the major parties, includes imagery of the Prime Minister Anthony Albanese. So there you can see that they're telling people mainly to stay away from the major parties. Now, an expert we spoke to said that to do this kind of advertising, it costs a lot of money, in addition to what they're spending on social media advertising. So we went to Matt Bray. He's the chief editor and director of Hothouse Magazine. He authorises their advertising. He has a background in arts and activism, and he simply told us, without giving more detail, that the money that they have used for this advertising is crowdfunded.
So where have the meta ads been targeted?
So ABC News Verify took a look at a month of advertising which has been done by Hothouse Magazine. To do this, we used a tool which gives location data known as Who Targets Me, which is online, and people can go and check that out themselves. So between March 28 and April 26, the outfit aimed its content at postcodes which mostly overlap with electorates being contested by some of the 35 Climate 200 supported independent candidates. So if you go to our story online, you can see those maps and you can see the postcodes where this advertising has been directed at over this particular month. And then you can see the corresponding electorates where these independent candidates are running. So the Liberal Senator James Paterson has also taken issue with the outfit's claim that it is a magazine. In its name it says Hothouse Magazine. He's said that Australians deserve honest journalism, not cashed up activist groups posing as news outlets. We should also say that we put 5 media requests to Climate 200 asking them whether they have any links with Hothouse Magazine, and we received no response in any of those inquiries. And as I mentioned before, Mr. Bray, the leader of Hothouse Magazine, he simply told us that we have crowdfunded for donations. What happens next is Hothouse Magazine is a significant third party registered with the Australian Electoral Commission, which does mean that later they will have to disclose any funding that is over the donation threshold.
All right, Jonathan Hare, thanks very much.